Welcome to the S Word Live, where we are going to learn how to sell like a mother. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're talking about handling objections in sales conversations before you get them. This is a hot topic. How do we do it? How do you handle sales objections before you get them? Emotional selling. Say hello as you join, whether it's live or on the replay. I want to see you. I want to be able to connect with you. This is a party. Say hello in the comments. Come back, drop a link on the replay. Tell me where to find you in this glorious planet internet. I am so excited to be here with you all today. I've got a great topic. It's one that comes up all the time with my clients. I have some examples to give you, and at the end, if you stick around to the end, I will give you live some ideas of the question to ask your potential clients when trying to tap into their emotion when they're buying. For those of us who haven't met yet, my name is Renee Hribar, and I am a sales consultant, speaker, and author of the upcoming book, Sell Like a Mother. Because it's not just about the sales, it's about nurturing and building relationships. And of course, we have to make a living. So let's dive in. So for those of us who want to tap into our client's emotion, when someone is objecting to something you're offering, it's usually because of one of two things. Either we haven't invested enough time in building a rapport with them, or we haven't asked the right questions yet. So you've heard me say this before, and it is an age-old law. Selling is like a puzzle. So how do we fit the pieces together? How do we fit the pieces of that puzzle together? For those of us who have ever thought about, how do I do that? Type yes in the comments. Type yes if you've ever tried to fit the pieces together and they weren't quite fitting exactly like you thought. That's my dog. She is really cute, and I'm pretty sure she wants to be on camera, but she's not allowed because she steals the show. So yes, that is the glory, unbelievableness of working from home. Gotta love it. So for those of us who have looked at the sales process or even been exposed to it and knew that we wanted it to feel like a collaboration and not a presentation, but on the flip side, we have felt like we were being presented to, like a slideshow in a, and I know that's as bad, but like, you know, we were just being told a shtick. These are the problems that people have when they don't want to use scripts. It's okay not to use a script. I don't want you to be scripted, but if you've never, ever been responsible for the sales in your business, you need somewhere to start. So type yes in the comments if you've ever been on the receiving end of what you felt like was a presentation, where the person you were speaking to might have had something that you were interested in, but you felt like you were being fed a line. So type yes in the comments if you've ever felt like you were being fed a line, and maybe that's why you're a little bit averse to scripts. Yeah, I have, and it feels pretty crappy, I'll be honest. It's usually pretty bad. So that's why people don't want to use scripts. But I'll tell you, when you have a system in place, it is vital to start from a foundational system of a script. It's the place to start the conversation. It's to know how to have those tools in place. So if you know that selling requires a system and you know that it would be beneficial, type yes in the comments. Yes, I believe a system to selling is beneficial. Because whether you're selling consulting services or digital courses or real estate or anything in between, our clients buy from us based on emotion. And this is a question I really want you all to be able to put in your sales toolbox, keep in your pocket, and have it forever. Because once you have this framework down, It's going to make selling a lot easier. So this is part of the sales script that I usually only share with my paying clients. So type I want the sales script in the comments if you want this sales script that I'm about to, the piece of it that I'm about to share. I'll share the whole thing with you if you type I want the sales script in the comments. Whether it's live or on the replay, if you type I want the sales script, I will send this to you personally. Okay, so this is what I mean. This is the question I want you to have, and then I'm going to talk about today, whether you want the script or not. Here is the lesson. I'll give you, it's best if I tell you this through example. So I've got one client who has 20 years of sales and HR experience. She helps women identify where in their life, both business and personal, whether it's hiring a VA or hiring a nanny, she helps them identify where they can get things off their list. And it's a really big deal. People have a lot of problem, especially women, feeling like we need to do it all. But we have so much more we'd like to do. Where's the time going to come from? So a question that she could ask her clients is, if I can get you that time back that you're spending shopping by hiring a personal shopper, trucking the kids to all their activities by hiring a nanny, or getting all those emails checked or delivered by hiring a VA, if I can give you that time back, what would you do with that time? It's a powerful question. And many of you in your consulting services that I see popping up are working with time. You can help people save their time in some way, shape, or form. What would they do with that time? They have a picture in their head. Maybe this woman wants to start CrossFit. Maybe she wants to coach her son's soccer team. Maybe she wants to attend every single one of her daughter's ballet practices because she's just so in love with the entire idea of it. Maybe she wants to start going to date night with her husband again, finally, after 10 years of marriage. Maybe she wants to start volunteering, but she hasn't had the time. She wants to do it all, but you can only do so much. We only all get the same 24 hours a day. So when you ask that question, you get that answer, you really dig into the real reason of why they're seeking any help at all. And then you can help guide them, live into that picture. Here's another example. I have another client that I've recently worked with. She works with people with their debt repayment and their money mindset. Big, heavy, embarrassing stuff for people. They don't want to admit that, and they're not necessarily all business people. So they don't necessarily look at things in terms of columns and, income and expenses. So she has her work cut out for her. And, when people come to her, they have very emotional reasons as to why they are ready to take that step and make that change. Because nobody likes to change and nobody likes to pay for it, that's for sure. So how does she get them to understand that it's possible? She understands their emotional reason. And here's a question that she can ask. If I can help you repay that debt, what would you do with the money? What would you do with that money that you're starting to save? And this also gives her not only insight into where they're at, because it's a big deal, it's a heavy question, but it also helps her understand where they're at in their mindset, right? So these are the types of questions that you can ask potential clients when you're on the phone to identify and tap into their emotional reason for even considering you. Okay, last example. Another client, she's a life coach. She's taking certification upon certification, real deep training, high level, graduate level, adult education, and certainly is more than qualified. And there's a lot of people that call themselves life coaches. She's the legit real thing. And she helps her clients in the doing, right? They have a lot of things they want to accomplish. She helps them actually do it. One of the questions she can ask her clients is, if I can help you conquer those perfectionist tendencies, what will you do first? And you'll never know until you ask. Maybe they want to jump out of an airplane. Maybe they want to finally finish that digital course they've been hiding on their hard drive for 6 months. Maybe they want to take that trip with their husband around the world. Maybe they want to zip line. I don't know. All I know is a lot of people hold back a lot of things that she can help them release, but she has to know what they're imagining if they were to break through the blocks. So when you tap into that emotional side of the conversation, you truly get to the core. As consultants, our goal is to inspire people, right? To inspire them to take action on the goals that they've set out. Well, the first action they have to take is to hire you. Otherwise, you can't help them. I'm not saying they could never get the help anywhere else. What I'm saying is if they want it from you, you have to inspire them to see life through you and through the end result, right? It's deep and it's emotional, and it's a place you have to go, especially if you're really looking to inspire them. So once you know their why and can help them live into that picture, a whole nother level of conversation opens up. Once you know their why, you can tell them stories about others that you've helped solve that same puzzle and have a similar outcome, and find out, tell them the stories of what they did with their extra time, their extra money, and their extra zeal for life. You have these stories. So the place where so many of my clients get stuck, however, is connecting with people in the first place. They look at the internet as this huge sea of people and they don't even know where to begin. And so they're not connecting with enough people in the first place. They're not even starting that genuine conversation first. And so they're looking for ways to start that conversation so that they can get to this point with someone genuinely, authentically, and naturally. So I have created this amazing video sales training that is free for now, and you can grab it with the link that goes with this video. It is amazing, and it is a sales system that you can put in place today, right now. There's no reason to wait. So if you want that, get that now for sure. And let me take your questions. I see a lot of you have joined. If you have questions, let's see, let me scroll through. Let's see here. That's funny. Kim says, my dog is barking now because she hears your dog barking. So if you want to talk about what your business is, like I know Kimberly has a couple businesses, and it's all about how the person would feel. If you want to connect with me privately, I know it's not always nice to like broadcast what your needs are on the internet. But by all means, if you're looking to find out what that question could be for you, let's connect. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much for your time. Have a happy Wednesday.